Tonight, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Chicago Bears taking on the Kansas City Chiefs.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. They go play action here on first down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
yeah, that's a good start to drive number 2. Remember, they had to punt the first time they had it. So maybe a little bit different sense of purpose here. And they start out with a nice gain and a quick first down.
Operating from the gun, Barnes. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Barnes. Flush to his right. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Terry McLaurin, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A huge play there for Chicago. 47 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Marshawn Lloyd.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's thrown a couple of touchdown passes already in this first quarter, and now looking for more as his guys begin 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Barnes. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Quincy Williams worked his way back for that sack.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. It got his man complete. A big play that time through the air. 48 yards. Now a timeout called for by the offense.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Off the play fake. Barnes. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the...
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home,
play with me, but I still gamble with it. We getting right before we take off on the landing strip. Know that you like all the attention that a fan gives. Say that you like me, but you way too young for marriage. I've been here before, I know exactly how it goes.
Tonight, from Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Denver Broncos taking on the Chicago Bears.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And we get a glance at their leader in the huddle, the veteran in his 9th season now in the league.
his ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now, because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
Off play action. Barnes eluding the pressure right. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
Well, Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket and they were able to throw it for the first down.
Absolutely, and you work all week getting ready for a game, and you know that the potential is there for him to run it, but you better...
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide, and I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Off the play fake. Barnes. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week one, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes, or are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 32-yard line. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with it defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Back to throw again. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 30 yards.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the 2 of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
They'll look to throw again. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. Barnes.
Batted at the line, but he still brought it in.
Give him 13 yards on the connection, but not enough. 4th down. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Off play action. Barnes. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
To throw again. Barnes. Flush to his right. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So the call there, roughing the passer.
Well, the preseason's time for working out the kinks, but sometimes you've got some defenders who are too eager to impress trying to make this team. And that time we saw one take a shot at the quarterback way too late.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
To throw on 3rd down, Barnes. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
The Chicago offense set to get started.
Off the play fake. Barnes. Past the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Give him 30 yards there.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Barnes forced out to his left. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
Looking to throw. Barnes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Terry McLaurin from 4 yards out, and the Bears are able to extend their lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it, and he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with a first down.
Throwing to start the drive, Barnes.
And this incomplete. An excellent play downfield on the football. Might have had a shot to pick it off even, but it's second down.
Off play action, Barnes.
He'll get that complete to Harrison.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Off the bootleg, Barnes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 38-yard line. Operating from the gun, Barnes.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. His throw. Incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Back to the air on second down. Barnes steps away to his left. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Back to throw. Barnes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Second and 10.
Throwing again, Barnes. Buying time to his left. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. A gain there of 21 yards.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
Operating from the gun, Barnes to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Dancing to his left. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Looking to throw. Barnes. Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on first and goal. It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Now a give right side. Lloyd. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The Bears on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at a third and goal here. And the throw there
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up four.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why, looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now, he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. He got 29 yards that time. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Off the play fake, Barnes.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. Back to throw. Barnes slings this deep from McLaurin.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
The throw over the middle taken in. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining.
On first down, Barnes. Touchdown! A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
This one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
maybe I need to figure out how the hell that we cut, and I got a deed to the house, and the less of the like, if you trying to do something, you gotta lead with the bounce.
Tonight, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports. It's the Chicago Bears taking on the Tennessee Titans.
One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport, and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And a peek at a guy with a lot of experience. His 9th year now in the NFL under center.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. And he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Throwing to start the drive, Barnes. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Off play action, Barnes. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Off the play fake, Barnes. This is caught. It's Kirk.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun, Barnes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
from 17 yards out. And the Bears put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. And the QB rating right now, sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He was 4-4 on that opening drive, including the touchdown pass, as he'll try again here to duplicate that success, starting with a first down.
Throwing to start the drive, Barnes. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive, it comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Marte Mapu, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Off play action, Barnes.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Barnes forced out to his left. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Off the play fake, Barnes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this one is incomplete.
He's got 1 touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
Now a 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Barnes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 38 yards. And the Bears have regained the lead. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
On 1st and 10, Barnes. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Off play action, Barnes. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Off the play fake, Barnes. Flushed out right. And he's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
The Chicago offense set to get started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Throwing on 3rd and long, Barnes. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense.
Off the bootleg, Barnes. They'll roll him out right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. A huge play there for Chicago.
43 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Terry McLaurin ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bears are back within a couple of the lead. In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive, his 3rd already in this first half, as he'll try again with a 1st down.
Throwing to start the drive. Barnes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
And that's going to be incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Barnes. He's going to try and go deep again. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Looking to throw. Barnes. That's caught on the left side by Kirk.
And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short game.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Barnes. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. It's their quarterback as the first half is winding down.
And the Bears have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up.
He's led his guys up and down the field in this first half. 3 touchdown passes and another touchdown on the ground the last time they had it, as he'll start here 1st and 10.
The final shot before break. Barnes. Buying time to his left. Slings this deep from McLaurin.
That is incomplete.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sport.
Looks like somebody's ready to begin the regular season, skipping over halftime here in the final game of the preseason. Third quarter, here we go.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
This defense has passed its first two tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. Off-play action. Barnes. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Barnes, flush to his right. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Operating from the gun, Barnes. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Operating from the gun, Barnes. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Barnes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Terry McLaurin there to make the grab.
And the Bears add 6 to their lead.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
So, Charles, this is a game that certainly had some intrigue, but I think you and I both agree. We like the decision to not play overtime in preseason and just call it a draw.
Partner, I want to meet the person who disagrees with this decision, and I just wonder what took so long for the league to arrive at this conclusion. They put the rule in for the 2021 season, and it should have been in a long time ago. Yeah, some rookies might miss some plays, but all in all, no one's paying attention when we get to the end of a preseason game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Chicago.
I stay